Hi guys, it's your girl Beingnatashanicole here, and I know y'all probably thinking, Tasha, what the hell are you doing? I'm always forgetting to make an intro, so I'm deciding to do this little intro for you right now on my passion twist, how I got this hairstyle. Of course, they are grown out now because, you know, your girl just be busy and I film stuff and it takes a while to edit, so I do apologize. But thank you guys so much for coming. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this. I'm thinking about redoing them because I'm really feeling this 90s poetic justice look. So yeah, but you guys stay tuned for the video if you want to see how I achieve this look. So we're getting ready to finish this hair. I started this hair last night, but I wanted to this is what it looks like, but I wanted to finish it actually on camera so y'all can actually see what I was doing. But this is like hours in, girl, like 4 or 5 hours. Excuse my voice, I just woke up and I gotta go to work, so I have got to finish my hair, and I left this little bit for you guys so y'all can see what I'm doing. Of course, I'm just using the TWiStS water wave hair. You will see like a few pieces that are kind of like brown, which are kind of like a 4, but I just kind of wanted to go with my natural hair color just because with the twisting, you know, if my hair was to like, you know, I just wanted it to blend basically. So I just went ahead and did the black hair. I probably will do these again and do like a different color, but so far this is what it looks like. My parts and stuff I did myself, and they just kind of like rounded and just all kind of over the place because I couldn't see the back of my head, so that's what it had to do. And while I was doing this, I have watched so many YouTube videos on how to do passion twists, and everybody's like, yeah, you know, just separate, you know, the ends or whatnot. Y'all, it is not that easy. So this is what I have learned, and hopefully maybe it can help you. But you know, a lot of people always start at the end of the hair to try to separate it. Me, I actually start at the top part because I feel like it's easier to kind of separate here. And once I kind of got it separated here, I just kind of like slowly, gently, you know, just kind of feeling it apart with my hands. At the same time, it's also kind of stretching the hair as well, which kind of works for me because when I try to do it from the end, I would get like a huge knot up here. And I was just like, that ain't cute. Who want that? So taking my time to kind of separate all the way to the end. It does, I guess, take a little bit longer, I guess, but I mean, I was in a rhythm last night, so girl was getting it. But yeah, you just want to take your time, just kind of separate it, and you see how it's starting to come apart. And then once I get to the end piece, I just kind of separate it some more, and I just kind of keep pulling, and I just keep the end kind of tucked away so it's not pulling so much, and then finally you get it apart. And that's been enough for me. I know a lot of people have been kind of, some people do kind of comb it out, but this right here is like, I feel like the best look. Like, as long as you still see kind of some definition, you don't want it so freezy where, you know, it's just like not, that's not what you want. So you want to take your time, just kind of pulling it. If you start to go too fast, it will knot up on you. So that's why this way just kind of worked better for me. And as you're pulling, like, you're kind of pulling the hair as well. So that's what you kind of want your ends to look like. This is what my ends are looking like at the moment. And some people use, like, everybody's considering when they say 1 piece or 1.5 or whatever, they're considering this whole like section as 1 piece. And some people are splitting it in half and doing like 1.5. I've been doing 2. Well, once I got to the top, I started doing 2. I did like 1.5 on the bottom. But, okay, like I said, I've just been using 2 on the top because I kind of wanted the fullness of it. And I think it just kind of looks better. So I'm just separating my second piece. I've already done this one. Just separating my second one. And then this is when, sometimes if it separates well, I will kind of split it apart and stagger it. But sometimes you get like these knots at the end, but don't worry about those. Sometimes I end up kind of like cutting them out. It's not that big of a deal. So now that you have your 2 pieces separated, you kind of want to put them together, but this is them even. So I kind of like offset them just a little bit, kind of where you have, you know, tapered a little bit at the end. You see how that's 1 piece where it kind of ends here. So I'm just kind of like tapering it just a little bit, where when I pull it to the ends, it's nice and, you know, smooth at the ends. I'm using the Murray's Edge wax in Extreme Hold. This one I found has kind of, it's been alright. There was 2 kinds, and I've used a good bit. You can't tell because it's clear, but, or white, but I've used a good bit. But I find it easier to kind of put the wax on my hair first. I did moisturize my hair with a leave-in, but I'm not too worried about it. My hair is like getting so long, you guys. Like, it's almost like boob length, but it's getting really long. But I find it easier, back to what I was talking about, I find it easier to put the wax on first, and then it kind of like stops any flyaway hairs from getting in between when I'm crocheting the hair in. It's like, it just kind of keeps it nice and separated. And I like to coat my ends pretty well because I don't want those frizzy. That's the last thing I want. So I'm making sure I'm coating my ends really well with the wax to where it's kind of nice and sticky. And I got like a little curl at the bottom, which is fine, but just to where it's nice and sticky, and the top part is nice, and sometimes you kind of have to separate that apart, and I'm putting a little more wax. I feel like the more wax, the more they're going to stay in the twist. So that's what you're looking like. Of course, it looks greasy and everything, but that's okay. So now we're going to take our hair that we separated, and I've been latching my crochet hook just right underneath. It honestly doesn't matter what direction. It's all about what feels comfortable. Latch all your hair on here, and this big hook really, really helps. And I keep my finger in between these 2 sections so I can kind of, you know, feel what's what. And so that you're not only grabbing like one section of the hair, you're not grabbing both. You want to put your fingers through here. Just grab one end. And this was all with trial and error, because honey, when I first did my first couple, my first few, they were knotted up, girl. So once I kind of got that in, I'm going to just pull that nice and tight. You got your 2 ends here. And then I take this hair, separate it, and kind of pull that rubber band a little more. And I take a little more wax on each end to kind of get that inside piece. Once I have it nice and tight, I start to twist. Now with the twisting, I just kind of did whichever way felt good to me. With twisting, you don't have to necessarily be super, you know, go one direction or tons of directions. Just whatever you want to do. I'm kind of pulling the twist as I go as well. And sometimes taking just a little more wax on my finger and just kind of, you know, just twisting down just to make sure everything's nice and neat. And this is what we're looking like. We're getting to the end. And once I start getting to the end, I kind of pull it a little bit more. And some of these ends that you just see, they're just like everywhere. I've been taking my scissors and just kind of chopping those little pieces off, because you really don't need them like that. And this is when I say like the definition and the curl came out better. Like some of my ends look better when I had the definition. So I twist as long as I can. Then I take my styling foam, and I'm just using just the argan styling foam, just a little bit on my hand. And I take the very end and I twist it whichever way I was going. And once you get it, then it looks like this. And that's what you want it to look like, and that's your final result. And there's your twist. So they're super easy to put in, not a big deal. I feel like once you start getting to the color, and if your hair is black, that's when you would see it more. So I'm happy that I did, you know, go with my intuition and do the black. So we're gonna do another one. You're gonna take your wax, just smooth that really nicely. Smooth it out really good. Just kind of offset them. Just a little bit. Then I kind of go through, pull the ends, which is kind of like stretching them as well. Just getting some random hairs a little longer than the other ones. And there you go with your perfect tapered hair. And take your crochet hook. Go underneath the rubber band. Push through. And sometimes it helps to kind of like twist here. That'll help you hook it a little bit better and make sure you're getting all the hair. But I haven't really been able, I ain't really had to do this, but sometimes. I think the more hair you use, the more you kind of have to do that. Close your latch hook, if I can close mine. Keep your finger in between where they are. So there's no confusion. Get your latch hook out. One end through. Pull this one while slowly holding the other one with the other two fingers. Just so it ain't sliding, because it will, you know, you can drag like too much hair to one side. So you don't want to do that. And then I always kind of make sure they're kind of a little bit even. A little bit even, Steven. Take this, separate it one more time with your wax. Now start to twist again. Pull that, make sure it's nice and tight. And we're just gonna start to twist. My head is so sore. If it started getting freezy, just take some more wax and just keep going on down. And I twist till I literally can't twist anything anymore. Then I hold it, take my phone in, and then finger coil it. And sometimes they look like that. My other one look better, and sometimes I just take the end, just kind of snip it, but it's okay because they all match in the end. It's not no, you know, big deal. Or if I want to, I can go through and actually curl some of the pieces if I want to, but it's not that big of a deal for me. They look good. They're not unraveling, so this is what the ends are looking like. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish these, and then I come back when I'm like have one more left or something, and I'll show y'all what I look like. Alright guys, so I'm finally on the very last one. I have this last one, and we are done with this hairstyle. I didn't buy any jewelry or anything to like decorate my hair, so I'm gonna have to go to the beauty supply store tomorrow to actually decorate. So I'll probably finish this video tomorrow, or do the intro and stuff tomorrow. Since it's not decorated and stuff, you know, you want to look cute in the intro. This is the last one, and I should have filmed one of my edges that I have trouble on, which is I'll show you in a minute. This one on the opposite side is always shorter. I don't know what's up with my hair there, but if you do come in, you know, a little snag where you can't necessarily get two pieces of hair on one, I end up just using one, and it blends pretty well. I'm gonna show you what it looks like, but it blends pretty well. I mean, nobody's really gonna notice a huge difference, which is this one right here. But you can tell it's a little bit smaller, a little bit thinner. But my hair right here is just like that long. Like, it's so hard. So it was hard to put two pieces on that one. So I just went ahead and just did one because I don't want it, you know, break it off or anything. But it's always been like that. I don't know why, but it has. So last one, and we are finally done with these passion twists, and I'm excited about it because it has been a long time coming. And we are done with our hair, guys. We're done. It's all done. It's all done. It's all done. Let me turn around. Y'all, my head is so sore. Surprisingly, these are not heavy. You would think they were, but they're really not. So let me turn around and let you see the back. This is what the back is looking like. So yeah, you kind of see what my ends look like. But hopefully this video was helpful. Hopefully, you know, I watched thousands of videos before I did mine, so you know, I might as well just go ahead and throw that in there in the little vault for Passion Twist so somebody else could possibly see them. When I did do this hairstyle, it was supposed to be jumbo. I try to do my parts as big as possible without them looking like ginormous, and I still have a decent amount of twist on my head. I don't know how many are on here, but a decent amount. And I meant to do them a lot bigger. I didn't mean for it to be like this many, but we'll attempt that next time. Try to see if I can do them jumbo. But yeah, so this is it for this style, and I guess I will see you guys in my next video. Yeah, this is it. Boom. This is what we rocking. Now I don't know how often I'm gonna do these because it takes a while, but I mean they're definitely kind of cute. They're definitely cute. But you know I love my dreads. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. I hope y'all found this helpful, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.